Folks, I just got done running sprints and I've been putting off sprints forever. Now, when you get to this age, awkward water bottle moment here, trying to switch hands. When you get to this age, you have to be very smart about your training. And if you're looking to maintain muscle and hold on to your hard earned muscle, assuming you're training, resistance training, right? Drinking water and protein, what you want to do is incorporate sprints into your training regimen, meaning that long distance running is okay, in my opinion, but you tend to lose a lot of your muscle mass. Like you're going to lose the fullness of your muscle, the density, the texture, the way it fills up your body, and your clothes, especially, you're going to feel it there. Sorry, folks, I was just running shirtless, as you can probably see in the B-rolls, and trying to get my act together here. My arms feel heavy, but damn, these sprints are miraculous for your body, because if you think about it, how many of us actually think about, oh, this is a lot better, not staring into the sun, but how many of us actually think about the fact that the what if scenario, which almost never happens, but I like to operate with the mindset that at any given moment, if nature demands so or calls upon my soul, my body to react to something like there's danger, even a fight, but even protecting yourself, that counts, right? And you got to run, save someone's life, you got to run incline and all of that stuff. Can you do it at this age? The answer is an emphatic yes, and I just showed you, right? And so all of this is possible, folks, with your diet, with your habits, everything I talk about. You take all of those things that I do, which is walking, intermittent fasting, time restricted eating, interchangeable, right? Fasting, time restricted, and then really load up on your water, your sleep hygiene for recovery, right? All of these things, walking your 10,000 steps every day. Because remember, what you're essentially creating is a monster, right? You are compounding into something bigger than you even know it. Like, you may not see the final version of you quite yet, but it's there, right? I just showed you glimpses of mine right now. Like, at this advanced, well, not really advanced age, but at this age, you can see my joints, my athleticism, and my ability to do certain things has not really faded, right? And so with that, you enjoy a higher quality of life, a better living in that sense. And so, you are a sum of your habits, SUM, sum of your habits. So, cheers and kudos and great job to the ones that are following somewhat of a regimen, right? So if you're meal prepping, if you're on the carnivore diet, if you're on the keto diet, heck, if you're incorporating carbs and it works for you and you're in optimum shape, that's fantastic, right? You got to find what works for your body. But for me, I've just demonstrated, as well as figured out, that a very low carb diet for me works wonders. I'm less bloated, I'm more functional, I'm lighter on my feet, I'm quicker, I have less inflammation. Man, this water bottle is annoying me. Let me see if I can put it in my pocket. But less inflammation, right? And your core, your just overall body feels a lot to me lighter when I'm on the carnivore diet. And my bowel movement, of course, I talk about constipation at this age. I know it sounds funny, right? In our younger days, we said taking a shit and taking a dump and colonoscopy, this and that. I've gotten my work done. I'm fine. And with the carnivore diet, my bowel movement has never been better. In fact, this is the best it's ever been, versus the standard vegetable diet and mixing it up and loading up with vegetables. I mean, do you, find you, but this is what works for me. Carnivore, I know for the most part, is a hidden secret by the media, and a lot of people don't talk about it. And pharmaceutical obviously is a big business, as we know. well as most or some of us know. So sprints is a very good way to engage your fast twitch muscle fibers. And at this age, a lot of things can start slowing down if you don't use it. And I always say, if you don't use it, you will lose it. And right now, what I just did, I'm on such a high. I am amazed how my joints don't hurt. I mean, there's some nicks and tucks over time due to martial arts, dance, and I put my legs through a lot. There's some soreness here or there, but that's just part of any wear and tear, right? But for the most part, it doesn't stop me from me being explosive. And I don't want to say for my age, because when I say for my age, that starts putting me in a box. So be careful on how you talk to yourself. Now, if you say that you're old, you're old. If you say that I'm too old for this, then yeah, you are old for this. You know, if you say that, oh, this is not for me anymore, and deep down inside you know you could do this, but you are essentially putting it off. So you got to ask yourself, why are you? Some of us have negative self-talk simply due to the fact that we don't want to do the work, and so we look for an easy way out. And if we cannot blame someone or project someone, at least that's how I have experienced in my life. We tend to blame other people. We tend to blame others around us and take out our anger and frustrations as to why we can't do what we want to do and why we are not where we want to be, and just blame it on other people. So that's essentially the message here, folks. Is like you gotta put yourself to work. Your body is a machine. It wants to work. It wants to walk. It wants to move. It wants to run, right? And a lot of this only works is if your mind, right? If you fix your mindset, if you fix what you're telling your brain, the willpower, words of encouragement, words of affirmation. But if you feed yourself BS, bullshit, negative self-talk, you're going to be stuck on the couch. You're not going to be, folks, you're just basically going to be sitting around and not moving at all. So that's I can't say this in many different ways. Hopefully this is inspiring my fellow Gen Xers, millennials, even young Gen Zs, because I say Gen Zs in passing is because we live in a time where I've never seen obesity at this where it is today. And it's sad to see America is not so healthy, you know. And I obviously am living a young man's life, and I have no complaints. See, you dare. I'd rather take advice from people who are like this, like myself. I like to see myself in other people who are doing the same thing, active, moving around, making a difference, out and about in nature, recording their progress, celebrating your progress, celebrating your wins, because that's what life is about, is being the best version of yourself, but also taking the time out to enjoy yourself, reward yourself, and celebrate and talk about yourself, and of course in any way you like, but as humbly as possible. And folks, just on the last note, my dating life has never been better. So you enjoy the fruits of your labor. You put in the work, things will just happen and come to you. And I'm living proof. I just introduced my girlfriend on the other video titled why I opted to never marry, and she's not about that either. And I think it works out. She's a lot younger than I am. You can check that video out. I'm linking it. In the meantime, thank you for supporting my channel, and new subs, welcome to the next one. Mamba out.